I'm coming on a little bit early this evening so I can get my links ready to go for our Tech Talk live session tonight. So, let me turn this down and get this in our groups. Hope everybody had happy holidays. And we're doing Tech Talk Live today. And this is December 29th, 2020. And we're going to be on for about 45 minutes or so. I've got a techie tip for us today, and I'm actually going to show you how you can make a PowerPoint presentation that includes pictures and all kinds of stuff. But right now I'm trying to get into my group and share the link. And I guess it is just now 6 o'clock. And let me tag someone. All right. Well, good evening. Thank you for joining me for a session of Tech Talk Live. Because we can't all be together all the time, I thought I could start doing these Tech Talk Live sessions and answer some of those questions that you may have about technology. And you can just ask questions here, and I will respond to whatever question you may have technology-wise. In the meantime, I usually always have some sort of techie tip that we can do together. And today, our technology item that we're going to be doing is creating a small slideshow. And I'm going to test this out because I've been kind of playing around with the tripod. Oh, nobody wants to see that. Okay. So I've been playing around with the tripod, and I'm trying to get it where it will work for us, but not break my phone. So cool. So I think it will work. I'm going to flip us back around. So basically, I'm just going to show you how you can use PowerPoint. These must have a lip on them. How you can use PowerPoint to make a slideshow. Now, a slideshow could be a presentation that you have to do that involves pictures and sound, possibly transitions, animations, things along those lines. You can also create these as a gift for people. So they make really good photo type albums digitally that you can burn onto a DVD or a CD, and people are able to use them or watch them as gifts. So let's see. We are going to end up using PowerPoint, just plain old Microsoft PowerPoint. A lot of people have that, so it just kind of makes sense to use it. So I'm going to flip us back around. And if you have a question technology-wise, please go ahead and put your questions in there. I will see them pop up, and I can address those as well. I have no problem getting away from what we're doing and going back to what we were doing. So I am going to minimize this, and I'm going to flip us around. Okay. Hopefully, whoa. Yeah, that's what I was kind of afraid of. I'm going to flip us back around. Let me get readjusted here. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm kind of talking about as far as I have to make my own stuff here, so I'm just trying to make it where the phone won't pop off. All right, let's try it again. Okay. So I'm just going to go down into my start menu, which is right down here. And I am going to go to PowerPoint. These are alphabetized in order from your start menu in Windows 10. And I'm just going to go to PowerPoint, and I'm going to click on PowerPoint. Sorry about that. And it's going to open up PowerPoint. Now we're going to start a new presentation. Still going, right? Okay, good. So we're going to start a new presentation. So I'm just going to click on the blank presentation that's at the top. Now, by doing that, it opens up my, I'm just going to forget this. Actually, I can't because I'm plugged into it. Never mind. That's fine. Okay, so by being in PowerPoint, now I've got just a blank presentation that I can use. Let me move my calendar. Here we go. Can I make you smaller? No, I can make you bigger, but I can't make you smaller. I have a really big screen. Let me see if I can drag it over here. And we can see that a little better, perhaps. Oops. Okay, well, let me go over and close this. Okay. No, that really didn't help, did it? Okay, let's bring it back over. There, maybe if I just don't have it so big. Okay, well, regardless, this is what PowerPoint looks like. And I've got just a blank PowerPoint slideshow going. Now, I can go up to the designs. Here, I'm readjusting, sorry. There we go. Okay. So I can come up here and I have what's called designs. So I can go on to the designs and I have a lot of different options that I can choose from as far as designs. And at the end of my designs, I have an arrow with a line. And this allows me to choose colors. Or I can click on the, I was on the wrong thing, sorry. If I click on the arrow and the line under designs, you can see all the different designs that I have available to me. I can also browse themes. By doing that, that would be a theme that's actually on my computer. But I can also, sometimes they have it where you can, there are websites out there that allow you, let me get our... there are websites out there that allow you to also download themes for or designs for presentation. All right, so I'm just gonna pick a theme, and I think, and if I just put my mouse on top, that's kind of nice. It'll show me these themes without me actually clicking on them, which is kind of nice. And by having those colors at the bottom of this particular theme, it's just letting me know that that is available in different colors as well. And then I can pull up more colors even by doing that. So I do have some themes here on the side. These are just design ideas that I can use, and they give me quite a few actually. But I really do kind of like this first one, so I'm gonna just click on that. And it made it kind of an animated thing. Now, I don't know what that'll do if you try to make this into a video, but it's still neat. So I am going to take this down so you can see it better. There we go. All right, so that's the theme that I have chosen. And now I want to insert pictures. Now, you want to make sure, let me flip us around. You want to make sure that you have your pictures already on your device that you're using, because you could download PowerPoint as a app on your smartphone or tablet as well. So you could use the pictures that are on your device, but it makes it a lot easier if you go ahead and get those pictures off of your camera, which would be your phone, your tablet, what have you, and get those put onto the PC or your laptop or whatever you have. That way, when you go to look for those pictures, they're already where you've put them and you have access to them. So here at the library, we recently just had a ugly sweater contest. It was really fun. We had 6 different categories for the ugly sweater contest. And I took pictures of all of the staff that won. So in order to insert a picture into my presentation, I am going to want to go to my Insert tab, which is located at the top of my ribbon. And by clicking on Insert, it's going to pull out the Insert ribbon. And this is everything affiliated with Insert. So anything that I want to put into my presentation, I would want to access from the Insert. So right now I want to insert a picture. So I'm going to pick on Picture, and I've already got the pictures on this device. So I'm going to click on that. Now you can use stock images. Let's check out what stock images are. All right, so stock images takes you to the Microsoft gallery. So then you're able to choose pictures maybe that are related to whatever your presentation is. However, today we're doing a family type collage. So we're going to go to pictures on this device. Now, by clicking on this device, it's going to open up the file manager that is on my computer. The file manager is where all of my pictures, my videos, my documents, my downloads, where everything I have is stored. Okay. I've just been into it a lot today, so it seems to be right here. But before I actually insert anything in there, I want to change my theme. And forgive me, I'm going to flip us around. Forgive me for a second. I'm going to reposition myself because I can't really type and hold this at the same time. So, but I want to be plugged in. Ooh, there we go. And I can flip us back around and just kind of adjust this. Okay. So here is my box that I want to label. And the first one I want to label is the winner of, the winner of the ugliest sweater. We had, like I said, we had 6 different categories. So the winner of the ugly sweater. So I'm going to type in, first off, this was the ugly sweater contest. So I'm going to label it. Now, I have these little handles on the sides. And let me blow us up a little bit. So what I'm talking about are these little dots on the side of my shape. These allow me to pull this out. So I can pull it out. Now on this particular slide, and not all of them are like this, the more I pull it out, the more it automatically adjusts my font size. Well, it did. It's not now. When I have a, sorry, I keep forgetting that I can't do that. When I have a cross that looks like this inside of my shape. So see, if I come out of my shape, okay, this oh, that's moving my, I don't want to do that. I want to move this shape. Okay. So my box is right on, the box is right on there, and that allows me, that little cross allows me to lift it up. Now, up here in my ribbon, I can go to Home, and I can center that. So now it's center. It's centered to the actual box. So now I'm just going to readjust it, and I can pull this up. And now down here, I might want to use this as the label for my winner. There we go. Just going to move it to the side. So I might label that funniest sweater winner. And I have my little list here. And that tells me that the winner was Katie Southern here at the library. She's our adult librarian. And I can click on that, and I can come back up here and I can center it, and you can see that it's centered itself. And I need to make sure that this is centered to what I'm doing. So there's my slide. Now I can make this bigger by going up to my font area here on my ribbon under the Home tab and just clicking on the big A. The big A makes it bigger. I'm going to make it a little bit shorter. And I'm going to pull it down here. Now, we may not want this kind of background for what we're doing. Maybe we want to have it affiliated with what we're doing. So maybe I would want this to have ugly sweaters. So maybe I could go to my insert tab, and this would be where I could go to pictures, stock images, and in my search, maybe type in ugly sweater. No. All right, that didn't produce anything. How about sweater? Okay. Okay, well, that didn't produce anything either. How about ugly? No. How about Christmas? Okay, well, I get a lot of Christmas, but I don't see any ugly sweater ones. Now, another thing that I could do, if I'm looking for something specific, is I could go ahead and go to the internet. And under my Google search, I could type in ugly Christmas sweater. Now at the top, I can click on images. And now I'm just going to get a ton of different images of ugly sweaters. Let's go with... But actually, I think I'm going to use the photo I have of her. So I'm going to go back to my insert pictures on this device. And this was Katie. And she got funniest. Now here's where I can come in and I can go ahead and start using some of my features. So I'm going to crop this picture a little bit, because I don't need all this access on here. And I'm just going to click out. Because I have these little circles on the sides like we've already dealt with, I can make that smaller. I'm going to bring it in here. Now, I have all kinds of different frames. These are all different frames, like my designs, that I can use on this picture. And as I put my mouse on top, it changes it. So I can choose a frame, just to kind of make it stand out a bit. So let's go with, that frame. Now I can change my border. And maybe I want it to be a red. So then it changed my border to a red. But actually, I think I just want to do the see-through one. And I can make this a little bigger. So there's the funniest. And now I'm going to go back to my insert. I'm going to insert another picture. Oops. From this device. And I took a picture of her with her certificate. So the first thing I think I actually want to do is I want to crop this picture. And I just want to get a picture of her certificate. So I'm going to crop everything around it. And I'm going to put it in the middle. Now I can use some of my frames that we used like we did on this picture. And that shows you her certificate. And now I can go to the insert picture, this device, and insert a picture of her with her certificate. And I'm going to crop my picture because I don't need all the access. And I'm going to use the same thing I did with the other one. And I'm going to put it on the other side. And I think I want to use the oval like I did before. There we go. She was the funniest sweater. Now, I can go in and change this font. So I can highlight this. I'm just left clicking and not letting go. Coming up to my font section. And now if I just put my mouse on top of it, it'll show me what it's going to look like. So I think I want to use a comic one. How about curls? Curls are cute. And then we'll bold it. Make it a little bigger. We could even change the color. We could make it green, but it wouldn't look very good as green. Red won't work because there's too much red in it already. I think we're good with just doing it, keeping it as a white. Now, we could separate this out, or we could move this picture and move this box up. So we have a lot of different things that we could do, and that actually looks a little better, and we can read it all. So now I can go in and I can do a new slide. I can actually duplicate this slide. And then I can just come in and take this out. So I don't know how there's a video. Oh, okay, I see. So you can set your video as automatic. Yeah. That's kind of neat. Now, if it would let us change the color, that would be even cooler. So let's pause this and see if it will let us change. This is a video. So I don't think it's gonna let us change the color of it. But you can make each slide different. It doesn't have to. So with this one, I can just right click and come down and click delete, and it just gets rid of it. So then I can go to a new slide. And once I click on, I can do a new design and get design ideas. Let's see what kind of design ideas we get with this one now. But I think you get the idea. And then let me flip us around. And maybe, there we go. And then you would be able to, sorry. And then you'd be able to just change those around. So you can change them around to go according to whatever color you would want them to be. But they're all done pretty much the same way. So that is, and I spent a good amount of time on that. I mean, I could continue with that if you're enjoying watching creating a PowerPoint presentation. We can continue with that, and I can go on to the next slide. Or if you have a techie question for me, then you can post it, and I will get it answered for you. In the meantime, I'm going to get myself set up on a new slide. So you can come in and let me know what you would like to do this evening. I'm going to look for a new slide design. And see what we can come up with. And I'm trying to come up with some colors that would work. So if you've never worked with PowerPoint, it changed everything. Then this would be a really good beginner type thing. And I'm going to change this wording. Changing my title to say Peabody Public Library Ugly Sweater Contest. And then I'll just lower my font. Okay. All right, well, we got about 15 minutes or so. I usually end about 15 minutes early if there's really not a whole lot going on. I can continue with showing you PowerPoint if that's what you would like to do, or if you have a question about something, then now would be a great time to ask. And I'm going to look for... We just kind of happened upon that particular slide. Let's see what this does. All right. So let me show you something that I just did. All right, let me flip this around. Ooh. Okay, so I made a silly kind of slide just now. Make sure we're still going, yes. So, but I wanted this background. So I went ahead and right-clicked on it And we know that right click gives us a menu, and I went to save it as a picture. And then I was able to save it right here as a picture. So now I can come into my next slide, go to insert, which is at the top like we had done before. Picture from this device, double click it, and now I have that. So now I'm wondering, can I go in and choose colors? I don't think it'll work with that. Maybe I can do it through color. Oh, I can make it a black and white. Ugh. Let's go back to color. About corrections. Color. So there's a black and white version of it, which is kind of neat. So then we'd have, so what happens to my color then? Oh, okay, we can get it in orange. Like a purple crystal. So you can just kind of go through here and choose all kinds of colors for it, really. So I'm going to take it back to the original red. And yeah, so from here I can just change the color. That's cool. So for this one, I'm going to go with a purplish. And then to make it easy on myself, I'm just going to click on my title. I'm going to right click on it, and I'm just going to copy it. And I'm going to go back to my slide, come up here to where it says paste, paste it in, and I just have to set my colors again. Then I'm going to go back and I can grab this, all this, and I can right click and copy, paste it in, change my colors, center it, and then change this title. So the next title would be cutest sweater. And that went to Karen. Oops. Blake. Trying to type with one hand and hold a phone. It's not working out very well. Okay. So here I can actually make this a little bigger. I can change the font of it if I want. Maybe make it a little bit more festive. Well, that looks kind of cool. Let's see, what about that? Ooh, no, too much. So I think you kind of get the idea of, let's go to a Harrington. That's my favorite font. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm gonna flip us back around. Maybe. And here we go. And I really don't have anything else to show you. I did that. This was it. So if you have any. So if you have any questions, or let me check our, nope. I may just call it early. We may just be doing half an hour sessions. I just wanted to show you how to use PowerPoint a little bit, and that would go for just about anything that you want to do with it. I'm going to be creating a slideshow, but you could do whatever with it. So, all right, well, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you tuning in tonight, the two people that did. Hope you learned something about PowerPoint that maybe you didn't know before. That was just very basic. I do one-on-one appointments. We can do those virtually or in person, where we can even add sound, add transitions, add animations, and even make it into an actual movie versus just a simple presentation. So, all right, well, I'm going to end our session about 10 minutes early tonight. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to email me. Here is my email. And I will pin that to the top. That is my email, so you can get a hold of me whenever you need to. And I'd be more than happy to answer any kind of questions you have. So hopefully you had happy holidays, and I hope you have an amazing new year, 2021. I know a lot of people are excited about it coming, so I hope it is great for you. So thanks so much for joining me. See you next time. Bye.